Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. Yeah. Woo! The first thing I want to do is call Carrie up here. And we want to talk about the one mind. We both knew we had the same similar dress, but we were like, I wonder if we'll ever wear it on the same day. It's all right. It's good. It's good. All right. So if you don't know me, I'm Reverend Rita. This is Reverend Patrick, and that's Carrie and Michael Fox over there. And we're here to just lift our consciousness high today. So we're going to start that with Michelle LeMay, who is on our board of trustees, and she is also a practitioner student, and she's going to come up and let everybody know what's happening at the center.
We're getting into this exciting energy for sure. Well, welcome everybody. We have lots of great things happening this month and especially this week. So today, directly after service, we have our Women in Consciousness that will be gathering in here, and the Men's Mindful Treehouse, which meets somewhere out there. We don't know. It's a secret location. The girls aren't allowed to know. So if you can stay for that after, and we do that every third Sunday. So it's something if you want to put it in your book and know that we are going to be doing that every third Sunday. And then on Wednesday, we are having our Healing and Revealing Circle, which is an opportunity for everybody just to gather and come here at Science of Mind. We believe that healing is actually just revealing our truth, and that is what we are coming together to do. The practitioners and the practitioner students will be here. Michael and Carrie will be playing music for that, and that'll be 7 to 8. It's an hour, and it's really to come and let go of whatever may be on your mind or on your heart or something that's been in your way. It's just a safe place to come and drop what you need to drop and leave feeling empowered. So that is going to be Wednesday, 7 to 8 right here. And then Thursday, we still have the continuation of the Ernest Holmes class, the Essential Ernest Holmes. Yeah. Little delayed. We'll have to work on timing. But we're good. Just saying. He's the director. We'll talk. Oh, okay. You can. We don't like to have fun here either. It's not something that we do. But the class is part of the continuing on of the class that's been going for quite a few weeks. And then Friday night, we have Spiritual Cinema. And I know that everybody's excited about that. We're going to do a Halloween theme with the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Because, yes, it is metaphysical in nature. So come check it out. I'm just going by what they say. So I'm just the messenger. So that's 7 o'clock on Friday. So feel free to dress up if you want to. I know that's definitely something that people like to do when they go see that movie. But whether you dress up or not, still come and stay after for some discussion. And then on Saturday, it is not a CSL event, but it's something that many of our members are participating in, and it's called Make a Difference Day. And it's every year they have a whole bunch of people from all different organizations come to help beautify Lydgate Park. So that's going to be this Saturday at 7, and it's at the small pavilion. Usually it's 7:30. Oh, okay. So 7:30 if you want to come and volunteer. And if you want more information on where to meet and what that's about, then talk to Reverend Rita. And then one thing that I want to share about is that every year we have what's called the Sacred Journey. And that happens in January. You received a special little pamphlet in your program about this. And we want to share a little bit about it because in the past, it's been mostly people who have come off island. We have a huge contingency of followers and members that live on the mainland, and this is their opportunity to come for a week-long retreat. But this year, what we want to do is open it up to everybody in our center here as well. So there's a little bit of more information. You can also go on the website and see photos and videos of the past sacred journeys. And it's really an opportunity to sink in and connect There is also, since we are living here, it makes it more feasible. We don't have to travel here. But also, as like a Kaua'i being part of the center, there is a 10% discount for us that are CSL members. And if you are not a member and you would like to become a member, I'm the member coordinator, so you can chat with me about that. Imagine that. But it's really a great opportunity to go visit lots of different sacred sites. We also do workshops and community building projects. So it's just a really great, fantastic week. So if that pulls for you, then definitely get more info. And then a new addition at the bookstore, we have these beautiful calendars that Sue Buckley took all the photos for. So Sue's here. Woo! Where's your woo? So they are taking orders for these. So they're great for Christmas gifts and for ourselves. They're all images of Kauai with Ernest Holmes quotes on for each month. So it's really quite fabulous. So you can check it out. This one will be in the bookstore, but then they're taking orders. I think that's it. So thanks for your attention. Enjoy your service, everyone.
She does a great job. One more thing about the Sacred Journey is that it's a boutique journey, so we only take up to 25 people, and then it's cut off. So we only have a few spots left. So it's not like you're going to be with a mass of people. You will be taken care of. So let's just settle down in our chairs. Take a deep breath. It is our time of meditation and centering, and I would like to invite a practitioner intern, Roseanne Jones. Thank you.
Thank you. Aloha. Well, it's time for meditation, so if you want to settle into your chairs, put things that might be on your laps, might want to put them on the floor. Get comfortable. I have a seed thought for you today as you go into this meditative few moments. It's something written by Thomas Troward. And he says the belief in limitation is the one and only thing that causes limitation. The belief in limitation is the one and only thing that causes limitation. Enjoy your time. Belief in limitation is the one and only thing that causes limitation. And returning your consciousness to this moment, to this space, and your awareness right here of where you are. What I know is that there is one power, one force, one spirit. We can call God or we can call whatever you choose. But this one spirit created everything in this universe, from the planets to the stars to every form of life. And can you imagine that this spirit would have any concept of limitation? Of course not. For what I know is that the Spirit lives in and through me, expresses in and through me, as the Spirit lives within each one of you and expresses through each of you. I am so grateful for this knowledge, and I know that today's service is unfolding perfectly. For we have all met in divine appointment to hear, to feel, to listen with your hearts and your minds to the words, whatever words you need to hear and feel, you will hear and feel. And I am so grateful for this, and I would like to release it to the law, as we say together. And so it is.
Thank you, Roseanne. Thank you, Michael and Carrie. So we're going to take a moment now to just light our peace candle and sing our peace chant written by Michael Fox and Carrie. And light it. And remember, as we light this candle, we light the peace within ourselves. We bring it forth into our experience from that place within.
Peace inside my heart, peace inside my soul, peace in our world starts with me. Peace inside my heart, peace inside my soul, peace in our world starts with me.
And so it is. Thank you. All right.
Yes.
So here we are. It's CSL Kauai, which stands for Center for
Thank you,
Spiritual Living Kauai. And it's a great name because it says to us that we're living spiritually, not just talking about it. We're a center for spiritual living, knowing that each of us is going out and living from the Spirit. In whatever way that is for us, we're unique and we're different and we're wonderful and magnificent. We'll talk about that in a minute. And so we want to be that, think from that place so that our lives unfold. Like Roseanne said in her quote, we don't want to think from limitation because we are belief, and belief is what we put forth out into our life. So, welcome.
There we go, and I bet a lot of you are wondering why I'm holding my coffee cup so casually up here. And that's so I can remind everyone that we do have cups, and Andriello, who just walked through the door, how perfect timing, cheers. I wasn't pointing out that you were late. But anyway, she's the head of our cup world here, and what we're doing with this is that we're trying to not use the paper product stuff, and we write our names, which I won't show you because I'll spill my coffee on me, but that's what we're going to do. So if you're interested, see Andriello, and she will let you know. It's just another way to help be clean with this, right?
Every little bit helps. All right. So, Patrick?
Yes.
Yes.
Back to me. So
Put the cup down.
So who is here for the very first time and is daring to let us know? There we go. There we go. Got it. Over here. I see. That's Alan over there, just in case you didn't know his name. There we go. And Alex. Okay. So here's the deal. As I was telling you, Michael, that we knew something about you, and this was the time that we were going to share it. Yeah. And so good things that you have friends like Michelle and Ron who can tell everything about, you. So and that goes for everything over everyone else too. So shall we let them know, not hold it back any longer? Yes. You are magnificent. And Michael's going, tell me something I don't know. Yes, well, you are magnificent. And the reason we know that, right, Charles, is because I know your name, so now I can see if you're paying attention. And because we know that about ourselves, right? So what do we say? I am magnificent. Now look over to your left, to the right, or somebody, and let them know that they're magnificent. You're magnificent. You're magnificent. Let me see. Woo. Oh, I know you. Oh, you are magnificent. You are magnificent. Carrie, you're magnificent. Rita, you're magnificent. All righty. Oh, now that we're all filled up.
Turn to the camera.
People are like making lunch dates and a whole bunch of stuff right here.
Let's turn to our friends that are watching
We are
online.
live streaming right here in Kauai.
Yes.
So let's say aloha and you are magnificent.
Yes.
Yes.
So it is.
And so it is.
Okay. All right. So I think we're ready for our opening
I
song.
wish we had a little more energy today. It would really feel a lot better for us to wake up a little bit here, right? Okay, so let's open up. Let's stand up. Let's have at it. Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, are you ready?
Yay, Luis.
I am ready. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready to open my heart. To open my heart. To open my heart. To open my heart. Eyes live inside me now. No more living in fear. When I reach my hand to touch the earth, I remember why I'm here. I am ready. You guys can clap. I am ready. I am ready. Come on, everybody. I am ready to open my heart. To open my heart. To open my heart. To open my heart.
I am ready to open my heart right here and right now. And I am opening my heart. I'm not just ready. I know that each and every person in this room's heart is opening right here and right now and letting out that amazing magnificence, that amazing God self that we are. Let me hear it from you. I am magnificent. I am magnificent. I am opening my heart. Opening my heart. And I know that this time together is a divine appointment. It is a divine appointment for each of us. And we have come here to learn what we need to learn individually as spirit, as part of our own spiritual evolution. And I know that it's happening right here and right now. And I give thanks. I give thanks for this day. I give thanks for everyone here. I give thanks for life itself, living and breathing through me and through each of us, knowing it is good and always good and more good. So I just let that be as I say, and so it is.
I am ready. There we go. I am ready. I am ready. I am ready to open my heart, 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 to open my heart. Peace lives inside me now. No more living in fear. When I reach my hand to touch the earth, I remember why I'm here. I am ready. I am ready.
Sing it
I
back.
am ready. I am ready to open my heart, open my heart,
Open my heart.
open my heart,
Open my heart.
open my heart, to open my heart.
And Sunny!
Yes.
All right. So while Michael's getting it ready and Carrie, today is a very special day at Center for Spiritual Living Kauai. Tell them about it, Patrick.
Well, I'm glad you asked, Rita. Because this is a special day. I think I said last week or a couple of weeks ago that on October 2nd, we signed the lease here at CSL Kauai for our full-time space, and we actually signed it with the pen of faith. Trust me, pen of faith. And so we had a faith lift campaign that allowed us to include the mainland and everybody here, and everybody came together, and it was just so wonderful to make it happen. So we made a little something, Rita did, because she's so creative. And so what we did, that was our ordination, but it's okay, it's not going to be a PowerPoint. So what I just want,
Cannot see that screen.
yeah.
Stand over here.
Just for a moment, we just want you to feel what went on between the 2nd and the 18th, and this was our first Sunday, even though it's the 16th, our first Sunday that we actually opened our doors, and, well, yeah, we'll get out of the way because we've seen it. Okay, ready? Pen of faith. Yeah. Matt. Papa Joe.
That is what God can do through each of us. That is when you think not from a place of limitation, but from a place of power. And we each have that capability, or that could never have happened. We say it only happened in 16 days, I think, from the time we signed the lease. But in reality, it happened long before that, because it was already happening. It was already done. And we just had to raise our consciousness high enough to manifest it. And that's what we're doing in this science of mind and spirit, is we're raising consciousness, our consciousness. We already have everything that we could possibly want. It's a universe of plenty and prosperity and love and source and energy. And all we have to do is rise to meet it. And it's there for us. It's there. And I know many of us in this audience have experienced it at times in our life. And I also know that we want to experience it more. If we don't want to experience it more, we're limiting ourselves. And when I'm talking about experiencing it more, I'm not talking about getting things. I'm talking about experiencing more of God and letting more of God out. The things come naturally when we do that. I had the opportunity to go to Polihali this week with Patrick and Kelly and Jeanette. And I had never been there before. And I know many of you have been there, right? Okay. If you haven't, don't walk, run. Anyway, we camped out for 2 days. And why I'm bringing it into this talk is because Polihali is a perfect example of the largeness and power of God. It's so huge. I mean, the ocean is so huge there. The sky, the stars, all of it, it's like huge. And if you need a reminder, go there. Or sit out on a starry night and look up into the sky and just know that you are no more less than that star. You are no more less than that sky. We are unlimited potential at all times. And at one point at Polihali, a sandstorm came up. Oh my God, I've never been really in a sandstorm. I even lived in New Mexico all those years, and I don't remember ever being in a sandstorm. Maybe I went inside, but I couldn't go. We couldn't go inside. There was no place to go because our tent completely fell apart. And it looked like one of those Egyptian movies when you see people out in the desert and they're having a sandstorm. It's getting buried underneath the sand. And then we were trying the best to hold up this like sunscreen tent that we had, but oh no, the sand just blew it away. The storm just blew it away. We finally had to take it down. We were like, the four of us holding that tent up would have been like hysterical. We wished we'd had a camera, but we wouldn't have been able to hold the camera. So anyway, but the point I'm making is, the interesting thing is that I didn't feel scared. I didn't feel like, oh, my life was going to end or any of that. I just held on. I just held on. And sometimes in our life, things come up. And our talk title is, if we build it, they will come. Remember the movie with Kevin Costner? If you build it, he will come. And he did. Anyway, if you haven't seen that movie, see it. But there's times in our life when we plant ourselves in a belief or something, and then stuff comes up to blow it away, or we think it's blowing it away. But if we build a strong enough foundation, it won't matter. We'll be able to see through the storm. And that foundation I'm talking about is the power and presence of the light, love, God, whatever you want to talk it. You don't have to call it anything. You can call it nothing, and it has no name. It's just power. So that is the thing. And so sometimes we go out into the world. Remember when we were little kids and we wanted to be grown-ups, right? Some of us, maybe, I don't know, maybe you didn't, but I know I did, and I was always defying my parents, and I want to grow up. I left home when I was 18 finally, and I want to grow up. Well, yeah, I grew up. I wasn't grown up. Remember when we were babies, and I don't know if that happened to you, and they'd go, I used to do it to my kids, how big is the baby? So big. So I guess we trained them to do it, though, to want to be big before their time. But So we went out into the world and we wanted to conquer the world, right? But for some of us, and I know I was one of those people, I wasn't ready for it, really. I was ready for it, but not totally as I could have been ready for it if I knew what I knew now. Oh my God, right? So then you blunder around and you do things, but you know what? Nobody's ever lost, and we're right exactly where we need to be when we're there, and it's all part of this thing called spiritual evolution, and we're all going to reach our goal. I don't care what happens. We're all going to get there. We're all already there, and we're just opening up, and it takes each of us just a different way and different amount of time. So when I look at this video of what we did, and now here we are, right? And I saw Makana the other night. Oh my God. He said something though. He said that he's, one of his things is to preserve the Hawaiian heritage through the music and all that. But he also said something really magnificent, which was that he had to also bring himself to it that it would change, that it was okay that it evolved, and that sometimes we want to stay the same, and we don't, and so we just keep doing what our ancestors did or our parents and all that, but we don't step into the next thing. And that's what he was doing with his music, making it new. So I love this song by Daniel Nahmad, Everything New, because now what's next? We talk about this, if you can see it, that this is next. This is what we call Incarnation 3. I don't believe there's anything between this and that. I believe that this is the next step. But is it enough that I just to believe, or do I really believe that it's the next step? Do I really believe? Do I live in increments in my life that says I have to do this first and then that and then I have to, or do I say, no, this is the next step. This is already there, and I'm ready to step into it. Patrick's ready to step into it. We're all ready to step into it. But we have to get like a clarity about it. There's a quote by Ernest Holmes that I love, because I want to be big. There's nothing wrong with being big. Big is good, because the more we can be big, the more lives we're going to touch, right? The more people we're going to meet, the more expression of life we're going to have that we're going to be able to share. And we can't do it anywhere besides from within ourselves. We have to be big in here first, not by what kind of car we drive or what kind of house we live in or any of that. We could be living in a tent in Polihale and be big. And not all of us want the same things in life. But being big is not about wanting things. Being big is about living God. So that's what I want to do. And I know that once I can really say, why do you want to live? I want to live so I can live God on this earth plane to its highest extent. That's why I want to be here. This is a gift to be on this earth plane. It's interesting, I think it was Kelly that said that. He goes, do you know we have front row seats in the universe? We get to have bodies. We get to live in these bodies and experience life through a body. It's a gift. It's a real gift. So, wow. I'm just ready, guys. And I am working from the inside out. And whatever it is that you want for your life, and if you want to be on this journey with us, everybody's on this journey with us as far as I'm concerned. It's not our journey, it's our journey. And I don't even know, we have a vision statement for this, but we don't really know what it's going to be. I didn't know this was going to be this. I stay open. Don't put any limitations on God in anything in your life. It's always this or better. So that's what I leave you with. And I just say namaste and thank you for bringing your consciousness here, because it really makes a big difference that we're all together in one place, thinking and being like-minded about life. It really helps the whole planet. So mahalo nui loa from the bottom of my heart. Aloha. So now, talk about big. Michael and Carrie Fox, thank you.
Beautiful dress.
Hi, Rita.
Hi, Carrie.
1 year, right, guys? 1 year today. Aloha to that. Just take a moment for that. 1 year, CSL Kauai.
hard to believe it's been a year, and it's been a great, great year. We've been so honored to be a part of the music on Sunday since January, and just to honor everybody in CSL Kauai and everything that has transpired just from last October to this October. We have a very special song that we are dedicating to all of you, and may it continue to just evolve and grow. So, here we go.
She said that way better than I would have. Let's be real, right? Let's be real, yeah. Let's all breathe in this moment together.
Sorry. I pray you'll be alright and watch us as we go and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer as we go our way. Lead us to a place and guide us with your grace to a place where we'll be safe.
Pray we'll find your light and hold it in our hearts. When stars go out each night to a place where we don't know.
Let this be our prayer when shadows fill our day. Lead us to a place and guide us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be safe. Oh, make it aloha, malopono. Make it aloha, malopono.
Tuele modela
We ask that life be
ala
kind
kuana loita so
and watch us from above.
o kina stelante
Reach so we'll fall.
Antina stella so let this be our prayer.
Just like every child needs to find a place and guide us with your grace. Give us faith so we'll be safe. Need to find a place. Guide us with your
Grace.
grace.
Just bathe in it, you two. Bathe in it. I know what you're thinking. What could he possibly say at a time like this? And I could just walk away right now and we'd be complete. But I wouldn't. Just kidding. Wow, what a day. What a life. Yeah? I'm just going to sit here and feel this for just a second, because I can. 3.5 years. Rita pushed me out of that nest and said, "We're going to Kauai." Yeah. And, well, now that I know that she says, "How big are we? How big are we?" I am so more balanced in my life, my friends, than I probably have ever been in my entire life. Because I dared to be big. I dared to have that faith. And that we are creating a space that is safe. That's all we ever want to be, is safe. To be who and what we are. I was thinking of Jim Morrison. And he had a great quote about being born. He says, "Actually, I don't remember being born. It must have happened during one of my blackouts." Thank you, Jim, my brother. It worked. Must have been during one of my blackouts. And I thought to myself a few things when I read that. But as Kelly was saying, and that Reverend Rita brought up, it's a privilege to be here. It's a privilege not only to be born, but Spirit gets to express. It's really an honor. And Makana was talking about that also on Friday, that people's souls are just, excuse the expression, dying to get in this thing called the human experience. And sometimes we're wondering how to get through it. Oh my God, right? And there are those souls, there is that energy that's saying, let me just express. Let me just live as you and all of us. I've said it many times, that divine spark that said, that idea that said, I have an idea. Patrick. I'm going to live as Patrick. And I'm going to live as each and every one of you. Reading this book, the one that Rita turned me on to, actually really pushed it onto me. It's called The One Thing. And it's by Gary Keller. And this is what he says. Don't let small thinking out of your life. I'm going to start again because glasses are so important. Don't let small thinking cut your life down to size. Think big, aim high, act bold, and see just how big you can blow up your life. That was worth repeating, yeah? Blow it up. I used to have this metaphor, and I'm going to share it with you today about being bigger. I would get scared because I thought I was limited, or that there was a limited amount of stuff that I could have. That it was all divvied out by something. I had no idea what it was, but someone was up there saying, okay, Rita here, Michelle a little here, give Ron that, so, and just was divvying it out until I found out that wasn't true. But I used to think of it like a balloon. I would blow the balloon, right? And then when it would get really big, like it was going to pop, I'd be scared. And I'd go, oh, and then, whoa. That was kind of my life. Get excited, blow it up, right? I don't know, maybe not. I'm just not quite sure about it. And then you have nothing. You have a limp balloon. That's all you have. I bet you're wondering what it's like to really be me. When Spirit got inside of all, it must be like, wow, what is he doing? It's like the cosmos are all moving on. But a limp balloon, nobody wants a limp balloon. And I thought to myself, and I remember having a wonderful session with my mentor, Reverend James, and I was telling him this metaphor, and he said, well, maybe, just maybe, Patrick, you should let it pop. Whew. It's okay if it pops. There's going to be more. There's more balloons, my friend. It's not just one. And as we start to think, and when I think of the idea that when we were in the hotel last year, and I'm looking at Michelle and Ron because we used to talk about this thing about what would it be like to really succeed? What's our next step? And the next step was, because we used to pack everything in our car, and load everything up, church in a box. And we said, we'll know we've landed when we turn the key in the lock and lock it up and go, I'm going home. And look where we are. What built this? Consciousness and faith. Faith isn't something that is handed out to you. You don't get it. You can't buy it. There's no one who's got it to give to you. You don't have it. Faith is a choice. It's all a choice. Love is a choice. Prosperity is a choice. And the only way for me to do that is to get out of that wonderful victimhood that I have lived many, many times up until now, of course. That victimhood. I would have this, but they did this. I would have this. Forgiving is a choice. It's all a choice. You say, yeah, but wait. Wait a minute. Look what happened. But I still get the choice of how I'm going to deal with it. If I want love in my life, then choose love. Be love. I just had a flash of Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'm sorry. And I don't even smoke, so don't even try to put it onto that stuff. Let me tell you, I just had this, I was talking to Reverend Jonathan in Toronto, and I said, we're having Rocky Horror Picture Show. What's the spiritual idea? And there's a song in there called, Don't Dream It, Be It. Don't dream it, be it. Wow. I am so awake. And one last little reference. Let's talk about this camping thing before I leave you all here today. Camping's a trip. It brings out a side of you that you didn't even know existed. But let me tell you what I was the most shocked about. Because everybody's always saying that. You and Rita need to get away, you need to get away. And I could take that personal, but they get away. And what happened was, I did nothing. How can you do nothing? But I did it really well. And then when I wanted to do something. And there was nothing to do except to look at the beauty and to be expanded in the bigness of it all. And I thought, nothing, then more nothing, equals everything. 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 When there's nothing more to prove, nothing more to get, nothing more to have out there and have it all in here, oh my God. So what is next? I don't know. Nothing more to say. Thank you. I can always count if I'm up here, there'll be one of you. There'll be one of you. When one isn't here, the other one is. So, and I'm going to tell you how mature I am about all of that. Since you wanted me to get off the platform, I've got another 10 or 15 going on here. No, what it is it is the absolute nothingness of your being. And I am so, so, so grateful to not only everyone in this room, but for those of you who are new or don't know, that we have a global community. We have people on the mainland and in Canada and all around the world that is saying, go for it. Grow. Let us help you grow. And they watch on Sundays, watching us grow. Look around, look. Look where we started, and now look where we are. Wow. I never used to take this kind of time to really look at life in this moment. So I have a little affirmation I want us to do together. I'm just going to say it first, and then we can say it together. Just repeat it after me when we do it. We don't have to do all that other stuff. I am awake. I am awake. I remember. I see me. I see you. Once again, I am awake. I remember. I see me. I see you. Now let the privileged life begin. Namaste. Ah, what a wonderful celebration today, yes? I feel it, I feel it.
So this is our time of giving. What am I giving? And I give from my heart, knowing that it goes to a really good cause, which is Center for Spiritual Living Kauai, that is moving the light forward on this planet. So we are grateful for your gifts and for helping and assisting to move it forward and to make it bigger and bigger and bigger. So thank you in advance. And let's turn to our programs. There's an affirmation in there that we can read together. There it is. Sacred Giving Affirmation. I draw my good to me as I travel along the way of life, and nothing can keep it from me. My good is always with me. I accept the good and rejoice that it is with me. I accept my good now.
I see you.
Perfect.
You see me. We gather today to set our hearts free. We've come to shine, shine, shine. We've come to shine, shine, shine. And live in gratitude. I gotta breathe in this moment, breathe in this life. Breathe in this moment, breathe in this life. I give thanks for life, for the air that I breathe, to live abundantly. Breathe in this moment, breathe in this life. Breathe in this moment, breathe in this life. I give thanks for life, for the air that I breathe, to live abundantly. I've gotta stay true to myself, true to myself and others. Gotta stay true to myself, because it's the only way.
So what I know right here and right now is that I'm grateful. As I said, so grateful. I'm so grateful for everyone in this room and everyone beyond this room, for life itself, breathing and living and through everything, and knowing that everything in this basket is part of that life. It's God in action. And I know it goes forth to heal and prosper and bless and comes back to each of us multiplied abundantly. It has to, because that's the way it works. So I just give thanks, and in that thanks I just say, and so it is.
Breathe in this moment, breathe in this life. Breathe in this moment, breathe in this life. I give thanks for life, for the air that I breathe, to live abundantly.
Time for nappy.
I know. I love Sunday naps. Okay. All right. So I guess we're ready to close.
Well,
but
yeah,
we have,
the box. Yes.
Yes. You why don't you tell them?
Yeah, we have a yes box. That's what we call it. It's really an affirmative box that we take whatever's going on. If anything has come up for you and you'd like a little extra knowing about it, then please feel free to just fill that out. And what we know about it is our form of prayer is called spiritual mind treatment. And a lot of people don't really always resonate to the word treatment. But what we're doing is we're treating our own mind about whatever it is. And what I know is that when you put that in the box and it is closed, it is done, it is complete, it is whole. So just know that.
And a little bit more about Wednesday night, about our healing
Yes,
circle.
please.
That's what we're going to be doing. Reverend Diane will be there, myself, Reverend Patrick, our practitioner interns, and we're going to know the truth for you. So bring whatever it is, and I said lay it on the altar of love and let us know the truth for you. So please join us on Wednesday. So with that said.
One little thing, this little thing that I see people getting up, this is our building fund.
And it
Yes,
goes
I bet you'd like to see how that checking account works. Well, there it is right there. And we start from where we're at. It's called the Bank of CSL, and that's just an additional to our building fund. Yeah.
Yes.
Great.
Okay. We haven't counted it yet. We have $272 from last time we counted it, but we're letting it fill up this time. Anyway, so let's do it. You ready?
When you're right, guys.
Wow. Yeah, get up and dance. Move your body.
Let it sing on the mountains. Let it ring on the mountains. Now is the time to let yourself shine. Let it go on the mountains. Let it sing on the mountains. Let it ring on the mountains. Now is the time to let yourself shine. Honor your heart, make a brand new start. See the world with clearer eyes. No turning back, surprise, surprise. Remove the disguise. It's my life. It's my life. It's my life. Let it go on the mountain. Let it sing on the mountain. Let it ring on the mountain. Now is the time to let yourself shine. Let it go on the mountain. Let it ring on the mountain. Let it ring on the mountain. Now is the time to let yourself shine.
Ooh.
Sing it, Pat.
It's time to shine. And what I know right here and right now is I look over here and all of a sudden we had a CSL choir all of a sudden formed right there. I give such gratitude for that. And Luis on drums. Let's let this gratitude continue. We have Michelle, who's not here, but we know what she does. Announce, announce, announce. That's right. When you came to the door today, you just didn't walk into an empty home. No, you were greeted at that door. You were greeted by Ava. You were greeted by Harry. And we have the CSL dancers over to the left, and if you'd like to know about that. So what I know is that Roseanne brought us in beautifully with that beautiful meditation and that invocation. And we're live streaming right back there for all the world to see. And that's with Jonathan and Rob back there. Give it up for Jonathan and Rob. And our wonderful staff minister does many, many things. But today what she's going to do is meet you in the bookstore. That's right. Why is she going to meet you in the bookstore? To sell you some books. To sell you some knowledge. To sell you some calendars. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-huh.
Patrick, sing it, brother.
That cake just doesn't appear. That cake just doesn't appear. We have Ron Stover cutting up the cake with Andriello. And all of a sudden, we're at music. How could that be? Uh-oh, do you see that? Let it bounce. It's 1 year. Going on 10. Going on, that's it. Raise it on the mountain. Raise it on the mountain.
Raise it up, Patrick.
That's right. We have Michael and Carrie.
The CSL band, everybody.
And would this even be complete without all of you? Of course not, but how about this beautiful, beautiful Reverend Rita. And I'm not one to talk about myself, but I'll give some gratitude. I'll give some gratitude to me. To who? To me. To who? To me. To who? To me. Who's magnificent? We are. I love you. It's time to go. It's time to say, and so it is.
Let it go on the
Bring it
mountain.
up.
Let it sing on the mountain. Let it ring on the mountain. Now is the time to let yourself shine. Let it go on the mountain. Let it sing on the mountain. Let it ring on the mountain. Now is the time to let yourself shine. Honor your heart, make a brand new start. See the world with clear eyes. No turning back, surprise, surprise. Remove the disguise. It's my life. It's my life. It's my life.
Ooh, and Flowers by Jai. Yes. Woo. Oh yeah, Men's Treehouse and Conscious Women are coming up right after this.